Hi. You guys get to see me without my headphones on, so that's fun. Do with that what you will. But I just wanted to say that for this video, this particular vlog, there wasn't that much talking during the day because I was very focused on the people I was with and just having a good time. So there will be, I guess, a voiceover for this. So I just wanted to explain that right out of the bat. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy. On to the video. Okay, so here we go. We are off to the Verde Valley in Arizona for a quick day trip. It was just me, haha, me, my mom, and her good friend from work. She's basically like a second grandmother to me. And we were taking this long ride. We were taking the back way, so it was longer than it would have been. But our first stop was in Prescott. We had some delicious breakfast at this place called The Local with some very interesting paintings on the wall and giant hot chocolates. My breakfast was a lot yummier than it looked, don't worry. And this drive was very scenic with a lot of stops, so absolutely we took as many as we could, but still making sure we were getting to our train ride on time. This is like a man-made lake reservoir thing where people kayak and just jog around, basically like a park, but better. The drive up to Verde Valley was very windy, as you can kind of see. Like that curve directly in front is a road, and that's the road we're on. You can see how much it curves better here. But this was another stop basically in the middle of these mountains. And you may think, Crystal, you guys are stopping a lot for having an appointment, but we couldn't help it. Like, this place is absolutely gorgeous. And also, we saw like this random mine track in the middle of the freaking thing. And just to see how far up that is, this is where it is at, like, without zooming in. Like, that's how far it was. So then we were going through Jerome, which is my mom's and I's like favorite place in Arizona. We stayed here last year. I don't know if I made a vlog about it or not, but it's a ghost town that's still operating. It's like the only ghost town that's still going. If you look up the Jerome Grand Hotel, it used to be a hospital, lots of spooks. We had our own experiences, but I can detail that in another video. Finally, like 2.5 hours later, we got to the Verde Canyon Railroad. This was some artwork outside of the bathroom. There's a little museum. Also, don't be this person. That's gross. There's a little museum in an older train car where you can see, how they made the railroad and people that would have worked there. Some artifacts, like the railroad nails and padlocks and gears and kettles. And this weird guy that was just hanging out. So finally, we're on the train. Mom is like so excited to see different things in the Arizona landscapes that I had to record her, and she wasn't too happy with me about that, but I couldn't really help it. So you start off in your own car, you have assigned seatings, but there's an open car, so you can go out and watch nature basically pass you by, and you can take pictures and you can sit out there. There's benches, but nobody was really sitting because everybody's taking in everything on this train, and it looks very beige and gray right now, even this with these specks of green. But it was absolutely amazing. That's Pat. We love Pat. That's my mom's friend. This is the first time we've seen trees in a while, and it's kind of hard to tell with this clip, but this is how close some of the rocks and like cliff sides were to the train. And then as we kept going, you start to see more red rock like you would in Sedona. So I had my binoculars, they were being passed around, and there's this giant gorge that you pass by as you're going. So I was very excited to see nature, see how it's getting a lot more colorful and green and the red, and it just kept going. Like, this train did not stop. The further out we got, the more beautiful everything seemed to be. And look at this, look at all this green and red, and like, we live in Phoenix, we don't see this amount of color. Our mountains are beige. It was like being on a different planet to see all these different things. Also, the train had drinks, so I was obviously very happy to get myself an alcoholic beverage, and Mom and I were happy to have an alcoholic beverage. And you know, it's well and fine to sit in the train. Look at all this red. It's so pretty. But I'm gonna stop talking for a few minutes because this is my favorite part of the day, and I'll explain it after.
Are you gonna hoot and holler? Oh my God! And this is when our bags get stolen.
So you're probably wondering why we're all screaming on the open car of a train. But our very awesome attendant for our car, Heather, I believe her name was, said that every train ride they pass through this tunnel that is completely dark because it curves so you can't see the light at the end. And it's about 700 feet, I think she said, but at the speed we're going through it takes like a minute to get through. And she said that every time they go through, they scream. You kind of just like let out your energy, bad, negative, whatever you want to call it. You just let it out because you're on a train and you're going through a tunnel. Nobody's gonna hear you but the people around you, and everybody else is doing it too. So they give you like a few seconds of a warning, and then you start going through the tunnel and everybody's screaming, and it looks strange when you don't know what's going on. So I needed to explain that a little bit because it was weird. And then you do it on the way back, but I didn't record that one because what's the point? So that's that, and there you go, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Thanks, me. So then we passed this cave that was very large, and apparently they found a 8-foot human skeleton in there. So that was a fun little archaeological tidbit for the day. And then we emptied like this empty area, and at the end was Perkinsville, a ghost town. And this is our engine going back around to the caboose to take us back. So that was our day. We had dinner, but obviously I didn't record that. And thanks for watching, everybody. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.